Hi, we're discussing Parshat Balak. Bilam. Who was Bilam? It's a fascinating midrash at the end of Parshat Vayetze. It says, who is Bilam? Bilam was Lavan. Bilam, Lavan, generations apart, hundreds of years. What does that mean? And the Gemara in Sanhedrin, Kuf Hey, Amud Aleph, says, no, they were father and son. Whether they were father and son, or the same person, or reincarnation, as is one example, as one explanation, or whether they were two people with the same tchunot and who represented the same midot, which is another explanation of Ben. Ben Torah is not a son of Torah, but someone who represents Torah, the midot of Torah. But there are striking similarities between them and striking similarities between the way they tried to infiltrate Klal Yisrael. Lavan said to Yaakov, Habanot benotai, habanim banai, hatzon tzoni, v'kol asher ata ro'eh shalihem. When he ran after Yaakov and caught up to him in Gilad, he said to Yaakov, everything you have is mine. It's my daughters, my sons, my everything. And Yaakov said, no, you go on that side, I go on this side. And they built a gal at that place, and they agreed that that would separate between them. And this gal was an aid, a witness to this treaty that they would separate, and it was called Gal Aids. Years later, when Bilam, who in some way was Lavan, came to infiltrate Klal Yisrael, came to give them klalot, he passed over that gal. And the Midrash says, Ad hagal hazeh, until this pile of rocks, zeh shamar katuv atilachetz regel Bilam el akir. Bilam's foot was crushed to the wall. Hagal hu akir. It's that same gal, it's that same kir. Lefish avar Bilam et hashvuah. Bilam transgressed the shvuah that he made with Yaakov. Bilam ze Lavan, and Bilam is Lavan. It's unbelievable, because look at it this way. Two people, two non-Jews we find in the Torah who God communicated with. Who were they? Lavan and Bilam. Through a Chalom Laila. Now, how did Bilam think that he was going to curse the Jewish people? It's quite simple, says the Maharal Diskin, because a Chalom Laila is open to the interpretation of the one who sees it. And therefore, Bilam felt, I'll interpret it badly, and then I'll be able to curse the Jewish people. What did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? HaKadosh Baruch Hu came, and he gave him a nevuah b'aspaklaria me'ira. We learned that Bilam had nevuah on the same level of Moshe Rabbeinu. Why? Because in this way, the pitaron, the answer to what the nevuah represented, was so clear, there was only one way to interpret it. And so Bilam ended up blessing the Jewish people. The name Lavan means white. White, open to color, open to interpretation. The Gemara tells us, Bilam, below Am. He had no nation. He was neutral. He was alone. He was open to whatever identity was put on him. Lavan, Bilam, similar tchunot. What is the most open to interpretation in our lives? What is the most open to interpretations is something called Divrei Rishut. The neutral aspects of our life. Work, marriage, all the things in our life that are neither good nor bad, but depends on our kavanot. Yaakov went to Lavan because Lavan, white, the coloring depended on the Divrei Rishut. How is Yaakov going to color it? And that was the challenge of Yaakov and Lavan's house. Bilam came and tried to infiltrate our life in the place of Divrei Rishut in marriage, which is the place most open to Kedusha. We call marriage Kiddushin. Most open to corruption and immorality. Same thing. He looked and he was going to take what is only open to color and he was going to color it badly. Where did he meet Yaakov? Not Bilam, but Lavan? In Gilad. Gilad is right outside Eretz Yisrael. It's a part of Eretz Yisrael which, if you attach it to Kedusha, like all Divrei Rishut, it's Kadosh. If not, it's neutral. Arami Oved Avi, Lavan, Bilam, wanted to completely destroy us. We see no plan with Lavan that he completely wanted to destroy us, but he knew that if he infiltrated our Divrei Rishut, if he infiltrated the parts of our life that most needs to be elevated, most needs to be sanctified, then he can destroy us. What's the message from Bilam, from Lavan for our own lives? I think it's obvious. If this is the place of the greatest possible devastation, then perhaps if we look at the neutral aspects of our life and try and elevate it and try and make it special and holy and connect it to holiness, then perhaps that too is a source of our salvation. Thank you.